Now, okay, now, do you know this one? Smooth muscle cells of the myometrium are target cells for LH, progesterone, oxytocin, FSH, or HCG. You know that one. Smooth muscle cells of the myometrium are target cells for which hormone? Okay, what causes you to go into labor, or female to go into labor? What's the primary hormone? What is the natural hormone? Isn't it oxytocin? Oxytocin. So the target area there is going to be the myometrium. So the answer to that question was, I had a question like this: smooth muscle cells of the myometrium are target cells for LH, progesterone, oxytocin, FSH. It's going to be oxytocin. Oxytocin is the one. All right. Okay. In an average adult female, ovulation occurs at day blank of the menstrual cycle: 7, 14, day 1, 28, or 21. 14. Now that's going to vary, obviously. You know that. It's like blood pressure varies with everybody. It's going to vary, but you know, they just kind of give that number and whatever. But anyway, that's kind of the way that works. Do any of you have any questions now about any of this over reproductive? Remember, there will be 20 or so questions, and I'm going to tweak. I always tweak these exams a little bit. I always change up a few little things here and there, and so I don't change them. I've been doing this so long. Why do I want to make a new exam every time? That's stupid, isn't it? I mean, it'd be asinine. But I always cover some things, like, for example, I had never covered, although I'd wondered about it, but I had never covered, let me cut this thing off. I hadn't meant to do that a while ago. I had never covered this business. Although I'd heard about it, didn't know about it, I guess then found somebody I really could ask about it, on that business of, you know, the runners, the female runners. I mean, I've known about that. You know, I've run that, but nobody really ever just really, I just kind of, you know how that goes? And so when she explained, that was really interesting, because we talk about cholesterol as the building block for these steroid hormones, and if that cholesterol is low, then she pinpointed a particular one of the estrogens that's involved in that. And so she also mentioned the fact that if that hormone is too, because that's what she does as an OBGYN. She sees these women and delivers these babies daily, and sees these situations all the time. And she also emphasized to me that if there's too much of this estrone, it causes problems as far as flooding, as far as painful menstruation, and all that kind of sort of stuff. So that was all kind of interesting. You know, you would have found that, you might not have found that interesting. I did. Because I teach this and I just go,
If you have any matching on the test, it won't be from the old stuff, it will just be from this stuff.
I don't think I had any matching on the old. I don't believe I did on this particular one. Nico, on this particular one, there was just some questions mainly. Just 20 or so questions. No matching. I didn't have any matching.
But there will be matching.
Oh yeah, definitely. There'll be some matching and some true false on the new stuff. But one thing that makes this much easier, makes this easier than 2401, is that the topics are easier. You know, the topics are definitely easier. The urine stuff and the reproduction. I mean, that's just a matter of... okay.